get a lot of pin action on your ball.
Thanks. Will you give me a beer?
Yeah, sure.
Cut that out.
Come on, Millie.
My name isn't Millie. It's Molly. It might help if I knew some more names around here, Raymond.
Okay, come here. I'll tell you my name.
Tell him, Molly.
Molly is an angel, aren't you, Molly?
See, he knows too much about me. So, will you be quiet, Raymond?
Of course, I'm quiet.
Hey, come on. Let's cut it out.
Young punks.
You said I want a drink.
We got drinks at the house.
Okay.
Come on.
So what makes you think that I am going to go to your party?
Your friend said you would, didn't you?
And we're going, aren't we, Molly?
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
Hey, just a minute. I want to go to the powder room.
You think you're going to get away with that?
I'm not getting away with anything. I want to go to the powder room. I'll be right back.
Molly, these guys are from a very nice section of the city.
Well, good for them.
It's a chance to meet some of those kind of people, that's all. We enjoy their place and everything, and then we go, that's all.
That's all?
I'll get you out of there. I promise.
Okay.
You back?
Where else do you think I will go? To my suite at the Beverly Hills Hotel?
Calling in tonight?
Yes, good night.
Good night.
Molly? Molly, wait a minute.
So you don't know me.
You don't want to go with them, do you?
No.
Then come with me. I'll give you a place for the night. No one will bother you. They won't find you.
Okay. What's your name?
Hewitt. Bill Hewitt. Hewitt. Bill Hewitt. I'm a clergyman. You got the wrong idea about me, Molly. I'm taking you to my sister's apartment for a night.
Oh, why?
Do you have your own place to go to?
No.
Where do you live?
Around. I have a lot of friends, so I go to them.
Even when you're afraid of them?
Sometimes. I don't know if I'm going to like your sister.
Oh, you'll love her.
So why did you pick on me?
Because I'd seen you before.
Where?
At our youth center, St. George's. Eats run the house, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't go there much anymore. Your food wasn't any good. What are you trying to do? Save me or something?
Molly, I can't even save myself.
Look, I'm not what you think I am.
I didn't tell you what I think you are. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
all set. Molly, this is my sister Maris.
Hello, Molly. Hello.
You sleep well. I'll see you in the morning.
Excuse me.
Good night, sis.
Brother, you're crazy, but I love you. Good night.
Maris, it's Bill. Sis? Sis? Maris? Molly! Molly! Maris? Oh, God. All right, God. Father? I'm Reverend William Hewitt. I'm a curate at St. George's Episcopal Church. I'm not called Father.
No, I'm sorry, Reverend. I'm Sergeant Anderson. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you a couple of questions.
All right.
You found your sister a half hour ago?
Yes.
Did she live alone?
Yes, she did.
When did you see her last?
It was about 2:30 last night.
Last night?
Yes. Well, that is 2:30 this morning.
Repeated blows around the head. This looks like the weapon. All right, we'll have it checked out.
Sergeant, there was someone with her. I left someone with her.
Oh?
There's a young girl. She was supposed to stay the night. She wasn't here when I came in this morning. Her name's Molly White.
Well, can you give me her address, someplace I can contact her?
She doesn't have an address. She's a drifter. I found her last night at the all-night bowl. She had no place to go, so I brought her home to my sister. Why, I wondered, does something like this have to happen to people like her? She was trying to help me because I asked her to. She was always willing to help.
Dan, we'll need an APB on a girl named Molly White, no known address, and check out the all-night bowl. As far as you know, is there anything missing?
I don't know. Furs, perhaps. She kept her furs in that closet.
They're gone. We noticed a typewriter table here. Was there a typewriter?
Yes.
Now, will you try to recall who you might have seen her with? Anything she might have told you about herself? Reverend?
I brought her here without knowing anything about her. I'd only seen her a few times before.
Where?
At our youth center. She only went there a few times. She didn't belong to our church. She came for the food. Last night, she looked like she needed help.
So you came to the rescue?
Sergeant, have you ever been without a bed to sleep in?
I see people without beds every day, Reverend.
But you don't bring them home so they can kill your family, is that right?
That's right.
I'm sorry. I feel guilty because it could have happened any time. And each of those times, I could have been the cause of it. But this girl, this Molly White, she looks so fragile, so frightened. I don't think she's responsible for this. I don't believe she could do a thing like this.
Why not?
Because I know people. That's my business.
Hi. Be with you in a minute. With all these women around here, I feel like I'm running a fruit stand instead of a bar. Yeah, what do you want? Look, this is a family establishment, a decent place.
Information about a girl who was here last night? Late last night?
A girl? With a lot of guys?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, well, we don't usually allow that type around here.
What do you know about it? Look, there was a minister in here, too, in your family establishment.
A minister?
Yes, he was trying to help this girl.
Oh, you mean a tall guy? Yeah. I mean a gentleman. He was a minister?
Yeah.
And this guy could bowl. This is really something. I would never have thought he was a minister. I mean, he was very natural, very...
What about the girl?
Look, this is a family establishment.
You told me. What about the boys? The ones that she was sitting with?
I don't know any of them. Look like a bunch of rich kids. Rich kids do funny things nowadays, you know?
So the poor kids.
There was one guy, though. He was in here with her time before. I think he's an artist or something. They call him Raymond.
Could you describe him for me?
Yeah, I'll tell you what he looks like. But first, I'll tell you what she looks like. Trouble.
I know how you feel about your sister, Bill. But I cannot allow you to run around chasing suspicious characters. I want you to take a vacation. After the funeral.
I don't want a vacation.
Bill, this isn't the time. But how often have you been out of bounds? You're a fine minister, but you're young, and you want to save the whole world. Alone. No one's done it yet.
I'm not that self-assured. All I know is this, Vicar. I can't help people unless I meet people. I don't mean shaking hands at the church door. I want to know people. I want to reach. That's why I joined the ministry.
We're a whole church, Bill. You don't go out alone into the night and pick up souls to save. We have rules. Because without rules, you can hurt people.
Christ sat at table with sinners. I'm sorry. I'm not preaching to you.
All right, Bill. If the police will allow you to cooperate, go find the girl. And may God have mercy on her soul.
Thank you, Vic.
Now, how do you expect me to get anything done with this clergyman tagging along?
Only a suggestion, Sergeant. Why does he bother you, Nick?
He doesn't bother me. Just want to get the job done as efficiently as possible.
Since when have you become that efficient? You're the man who's always in here bleeding, telling me certain cases call for certain handling.
I just want to find the girl who killed his sister. Does that make me hate him?
I don't want to bring personalities into this.
Go ahead. We're all personalities.
Nick, what I want to know
Look, Reverend Hewitt just wasn't cut out for that kind of thing. You don't bring people in and then jeopardize the lives of the others just because of your own sentimental ideas.
Was it sentimental?
Yes. And that's what causes half our troubles. People who go around trying to rescue people who don't want to be rescued in the first place. You know the type.
Yeah, I know the type. Yours. Look, Nick, we have a problem. At the moment, we have nothing from the lab, nothing from Roebuck, who supposedly is checking the stolen property. In short, we have nothing from this investigation except the girl. And there's only one consideration. Will the Reverend Hewitt not be of any help to you in finding this girl?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to find her. All he wants to do is prove she's innocent, and that is not our job.
Maybe he won't find her. Maybe she'll find him. He's helped her before. I think it'd be a good idea to have Reverend Hewitt around, and for you to stick close to him, just for luck. Now, we've had a discussion, we've reached an agreement, and we've come to a mutual decision.
Yeah, but...
That's it.
Lord, make me know mine end, and the measure of my days what it is, that I may know how frail I am. Behold, thou hast made my days as an handbread, and mine age is nothing before thee. Hear my prayer, O Lord, and give ear unto my cry. Hold not thy peace at my tears, for I am a stranger with thee, and a sojourner as all my fathers were.
Let us pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom.
Molly. Molly.
Did you kill her?
No.
Then turn yourself into the police. They're inside. I want to prove you're innocent. Don't you understand?
World without end. Amen.
I want to go.
Molly, this is important to me. Very important.
Reverend, what kind of a chance do you think I would have with the police?
I'd help. Because I believe you. I'd be with you. Molly!
Is that in the Hollywood area?
Okay, we'll try it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. All the terminals are being checked. She must still be in town.
All right, we'll try everything on this list. And a pretty seamy list it is. Coming, Reverend?
Yes, we did have a Miss Molly White living here. She was found to be unsuitable. In addition, her room rent was never paid. She borrowed from everyone and never paid back. And she was a liar. She was not a truthful girl, nor a nice one.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. A long time ago. But where she came from or where she went, I don't know.
Coming, Reverend?
Molly White? Yeah. She slept for a time in the back room, poor child. No love of literature at all, really. But the girl does have a major talent. Talent for survival. You sure her name is White?
This is the city of the angels. By night. What are you trying to do, shark me? No. But we do have another lead. One of Molly's boyfriends, Raymond, lives in a shack down in Venice. Hasn't shown up lately, though. When he does, I just might take you down there. Find out if he's the one you saw.
She's had quite a background.
Yep.
The evaluations of her by her friends don't quite match mine.
Well, people sometimes take advantage of people, Reverend. It's an old story.
They may be right. Perhaps I don't know all that much about human behavior.
Much too cold to swim.
No, it's nice.
I'll warm you up with a brandy anyway.
Oh, thanks.
This'll take the chill off.
Thanks. Oh.
To Mexico. It's much warmer there this time of the year.
I'm not sure that I like Mexico.
Oh, you love it. I need a companion. Someone to be around, help me entertain. I like people, Molly. Young people with artistic insights, like your friend Raymond. Stimulated people who can help me forget two very dull husbands. Luckily, I can afford people. Lots of people at lots of parties. And you can help me. Only you're not to flee. Raymond told me you were known as a fleer.
A fleer?
One who flees, one who takes and runs away. Molly, I don't know much about your circle of friends, but I know it's a very impermanent one. I like permanence, darling. Although sometimes it seems so unattainable. At any rate, it's worth a try, isn't it? Certainly worthwhile for you. Mexico?
I'll think about it.
buddy. Don't you know bullets ricochet? You're liable to hurt somebody.
I have no intention of hurting anyone. I'm creating.
You're what?
I'm very busy. What do you want?
First off, I'll take the gun. This him?
Yes, he's the one.
I'm Sergeant Anderson, police.
Molly told you. Well, Molly is not to be trusted. She's a liar. And anybody here in the community will tell you the same. I mean, you don't dare cooperate with that girl. I never have. She called me. She telephoned me to help her pick up the typewriter and the radio. What else was there? Some mangy furs, I guess. I'm sorry, I didn't notice the caller till now. Well, I didn't go. Did she tell you that? I never went near that apartment.
Where's Molly now?
I don't know. You know, I've been very busy working on a commission. I call this Contemporary Society. Our national heritage. It's a non-representational piece.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever sold any of your work?
I'm an artist. I don't think that's to the point.
Did you ever think of doing any liturgical work?
What?
Art and sculpture for churches.
It's an idea.
Maybe we could talk about it sometime. But in the meantime, if you care at all about Molly White, tell us where she is.
You know, on the other hand, Reverend, I don't think my work would go well in church. In order to operate, function, it needs to be shot continually.
All right, Raymond. How much will it be to tell us where Molly is?
I've had my eye on a acetylene torch, second-hand.
How much?
$15.
Where's Molly?
At a beach house. The owner's name is Tekla. I only know the first name.
Thank you, Raymond.
On second thought, Reverend, you know, I might manage something very symbolic, unusual for your church. Maybe out of old auto bodies.
I'd keep that locked up if I were you.
You bribed him.
After you gave it a try.
That wasn't what I had in mind.
You know I'm disappointed in you, Reverend. You keep being taken in by the phonies. What you have to do is develop a mechanism that makes you see people as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. And I'm familiar with the problem. It's not easy.
I brought you a cup of tea. Did you make up your mind? I'm not going to Mexico. I hope you know what you're doing, Molly. Yes. You're giving up the one chance you've got to escape from what I happen to know is a murder charge. Why? I don't know. Yes? What is it?
We're looking for Molly White, police.
I never heard of her.
Nothing?
No. Not from the squad cars or the patrol boats.
Ugh.
We boring you?
A bit. Here's what we want from you, a complete list of her friends, anybody she knew.
That will take a long time.
I've got time.
You'd better go home, Reverend.
No, I'll stay with you.
I think you should get some rest.
She'd been in that beach house, hadn't she?
Yep.
If she went out into the sea.
She'd better be a strong swimmer. Don't worry, Reverend. She'll survive. That's her talent, remember? I hope she survives. I haven't condemned her. I hope you understand that. How about you? Have you condemned her?
What do you mean?
Well, I thought maybe after meeting some of her friends, you changed your mind about Molly White.
They aren't her friends. She hasn't a friend in the world.
Except you. You're still a friend, aren't you?
Yes. Well, Sergeant, what do we do now?
You go to bed. If she tries to reach you, you call us.
Good night.
Reverend, you will call us.
Sergeant, no matter what I've seen, I've got to believe that when we hear her story, we'll realize that Molly thinks she's done the right thing. The kid hasn't had a chance. Nobody's tried to reach her.
Reverend? At least you can tell yourself you tried.
So that makes me a chump. Well, let's hear the truth, Sergeant. You're extending sympathy not to Molly White, but to me. Because you think I'm a chump.
Oh, come on now, Reverend. We're not supposed to do battle, you and I. All I know is that we have a murder here with absolutely no leads. No indication that anyone but Molly White entered your sister's house. No other witnesses except that would-be artist over there who insists he never went near the place.
Well, why don't you bribe him again, Sergeant?
What if I did agree with you right now that Molly White is innocent? You'd have to explain this. Why did she run?
Because she's afraid of you. She told me. She's afraid.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Reverend. But I can't spend my nights holding people's hands, trying to convince them not to be afraid of me.
Perhaps we should. Perhaps then there wouldn't be any Molly Whites.
Now, let me tell you something. I work for people, and I respect them. I don't despise them the way you seem to think I do. But I'll tell you this. There are people you can't reach and you can't change. I don't know what the reason for it is. Maybe it's our society, maybe it's economics. But there is a layer of untouchables, and if you go near them, they contaminate you. People like Molly White who spend their lives taking from anyone who'll give to them.
You don't believe that, Sergeant. St. George's.
Reverend Hewitt?
Yes?
It's me. It's me, Molly.
Molly, where are you?
Listen, I need help. You said you want to help me. Now I need help, Reverend, because I don't have a thing, not one thing.
What do you want, Molly?
Money. I want to get away, and I need money.
Well, that isn't the way to do it.
Please don't talk like that, Reverend. Please, I'll hang up, please.
Don't do that. Are you there?
Yes.
Molly, you've got to go to the police.
Reverend, I'm going to hang up now.
Molly, I'll get you the best lawyer I can find.
I don't want a lawyer. I want to save myself. Now, will you please help me, because I didn't do it. I swear to you, I did not do it.
Molly.
I swear I didn't do it. Will you help me?
Yes.
You're a minister now. You keep your word.
Yes.
I'm at the Santa Monica Pier near the merry-go-round. $500 will do it. Did you bring the money?
I didn't bring any money, Molly. I don't have that kind of money.
Oh, what did you come for?
I wanted to talk to you.
Well, forget it.
Molly! There's more to this than what you want. I'm involved in this, too.
Police? Hey, what kind of a minister are you?
I didn't do this, Molly.
He's right, Molly.
Don't you talk to me. I'm not the one who got food. You are, because I did it. I did it. So just what does that make you?
Get her out of here. Reverend, I'm sorry. I'm not sympathizing with you because you don't need that. You're a good man. I admire you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, Mitchell, my boy.
Hi, John. There's a Reverend Hewitt waiting to see you out there.
Reverend, huh? Probably a donation or something.
No, I don't think so. See, his sister has been murdered.
You gotta be kidding.
No.
Show him in.
Reverend, right this way.
Hello, Mr. Egan.
Reverend Hewitt? Sit down, sir.
Mr. Egan, my sister, Maris Hewitt, was killed several days ago in her apartment. I want you to defend the girl who's been accused of the murder.
Your sister has been murdered, and you want me to...
Her name's Molly White. She has no friends, no money.
I see.
I know it sounds odd to you, but will you do it?
Reverend Hewitt, do you think this Molly White is innocent?
I don't know anymore if she's guilty or innocent. I want her to have the best defense available. You.
There you overestimate me, Reverend. Is there any best minister in the city?
I suppose not.
Neither is there any one best lawyer.
You mean you won't take the case?
No, I don't mean that. I'd just like to understand your motives better. I realize you're a clergyman and your whole life is devoted to helping people, but that doesn't explain all of it, does it?
Reverend, how well do you know this girl, Molly White?
Very little.
Were you close to your sister?
Very close. She understood me better than anyone else, and I depended on her a great deal, even in my work. You see, Mr. Egan, whatever happened last week, I'm partly responsible for it.
No, Reverend, I don't see that at all.
Well, you see, I brought Molly White to my sister's apartment so she could have a place to sleep. I left her there. I was doing a good deed, and a lot of other people were made to suffer for it. That's why this
situation, and I'll talk to her. But let me warn you of one thing. I'll make my decision on what I see, not what you hope for.
I understand.
Do me one favor.
What's that?
Put off this decision of yours until we see who really is to blame for your sister's death.
Mr. Egan, I'm afraid that's not in your area of authority.
I'm afraid those are my terms, Reverend Hewitt. Agreed?
Well, how was lunch, gentlemen?
Oh, just fine, Jake.
Oh, who gets the check today?
Our guest, of course.
Okay, now look, what about Molly White?
Well, she's to be arraigned in municipal court tomorrow morning.
And any lawyer who rushes in to defend her is off his nut. Now, you tell Egan that.
What's the charge?
First-degree murder. She did kill a woman named Maris Hewitt, you know.
No, I don't know.
And she's got a record from here to Mount Etna, and she's just as explosive.
Oh, I see. You're going to prosecute her on the basis of her record.
He didn't say that.
My, but we're jumpy today, Mr. Pine.
Well, we've been very busy lately, overloaded.
Well, not too busy, I hope, to check into the evidence against Molly White.
Oh, we've got the evidence. Don't you worry about that. She was the only other person in the apartment. The door was locked, and there was no way of access from the outside without a key.
What about the murder weapon?
Wiped completely clean. Well, she's a slick little lady. She got caught stealing a radio and some furs. She killed a kindly benefactor, cleaned up after herself, and then got away.
What happened to the radio and the furs?
I don't think they've been found yet.
Hasn't the girl said anything?
No, except to deny everything, of course. She's not a very cooperative young lady, as you can imagine. Oh, she did say something, however. In his report, Sergeant Anderson mentioned that at the time of arrest, she said, I did it.
And we have another witness to that statement. He happens to be a minister, the Reverend William Hewitt.
Oh, that's funny. The Reverend Hewitt just asked John Egan to defend Molly White.
Is he going to?
Well, he hasn't decided yet.
Well, you tell him from me not to.
Thanks for lunch.
Jerry? Well, here you are, Mitch, my boy. Can't win them all.
Hello, Molly. This is Mr. John Egan. He's a lawyer. I brought him here to help you. I want to make sure
I don't want to talk to you. I want him to get out of here.
Why?
Do I have any choice around here? I want him out.
It's all right, Mr. Egan.
He turned me into the police.
I would have done the same thing.
Yes, well, you're a lawyer. He's supposed to be a minister.
And so you took advantage of him?
No. I did not take advantage of him. I told him the truth.
Which time?
What?
Which time did you tell him the truth? When you told him you were innocent or when you told him you murdered his sister?
I did not kill her.
fine. Who did?
Well, I don't know. It was very late. I heard a knock on the door. Miss Hewitt was very kind to me. Now, I appreciate people who are very kind to me.
I know. I just saw you in action. Go on. There was a knock on the door.
There was a knock on the door. I went to the door. I opened it. It was very dark. I couldn't see clearly. The next thing I knew, I was pushed and I fell.
You know, Miss White, I talked to Reverend Hewitt on the way over here, and I seem to recall a few basic facts you've overlooked.
Yes, what facts?
The fact that you phoned your friend Raymond to stop by and help you make off with Miss Hewitt's possessions?
Well, did Raymond really say that?
Haven't the police told you he did?
Yes, they have. But I did not want to involve Raymond.
Why not?
Because I'm afraid of Raymond.
Now, look, Miss White, I can't deal in hope the way the Reverend does. I've got to assume an attitude of methodical disbelief until you convince me to the contrary, because that's what the prosecutor will do. Now, do you want to convince me?
No, I want to see the Reverend.
But you just sent him away.
I know, but I know he's still out there, and I want to see him.
Reverend?
I wanted to see you because I want to tell you the truth. Now, do you want to hear the truth?
Yes, of course.
Make sure this time, Molly.
You see, that's what I'm afraid of.
Molly, stop crying. There's nothing to be afraid of.
All right. All right. I'll tell you. Because you don't know the way I live, either of you. What do you know about anything, the two of you? Because I had it. Oh, so long ago I had it. I don't know how old I was. Maybe I was 12, maybe 10, no, maybe just when I was born. The air rushed into my lungs, and I didn't like the taste, and I didn't like the smell, and nobody wrapped me up nice and warm, and nobody sprayed the air with perfume so I could change my mind. They like to hit me. And all I had to do every day was find enough food to eat and a place to sleep. Now, you don't think that kind of world exists. Maybe, in the movies, maybe, or in Europe after the bombs. But that's my kind of world, Em. We don't sweat for a chance, don't to yours either. Now, you understand what I mean?
I think so.
Well, there's one thing I learned how to do. And that's to be afraid. To take things wherever they are and be afraid. And I'm afraid of Raymond. Because he's done it before, and he'll do it now. Yes, Raymond came to that house because I called him. He makes me call him whenever there's anything to steal or take. He came. I let him in. She woke up, and she was frightened because he was in the closet taking her first. And she ran in the living room to me. And before she could even yell, he hit her. And I said, no, Raymond. And then he knocked me down. I fell. And when I woke up, she was dead.
Is this Raymond in custody?
He was questioned and released.
You believe me, don't you? I didn't kill her. I'm innocent of that.
I want to.
time is that arraignment?
About an hour.
What happens to her?
She goes before the magistrate. He explains her constitutional and legal rights, reads a copy of the complaint against her. Then he sets a date for the preliminary hearing, probably within 5 days. And he makes certain she has a lawyer, either a public defender or her own.
Which is it going to be?
Oh, I don't know, Reverend. You're asking me to make a snap judgment when I have nothing to go on.
But she says Raymond did it.
That's what she says today. What'll she say tomorrow? She's a peculiar girl, thrashing around in all directions to save herself.
Perhaps now she's telling the truth.
But she has no evidence of it. There's her word, your word, and Raymond's word. But I don't have a case.
Then I have no case either.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Because I'm going to be on trial just as much as she is. This is a test of me and my work and what I believe in. That's what my sister died for, you know. What I believe in. Not just Christianity or church on Sundays or social clubs or ladies' teas. But going out and reaching people. The lost people. The hopeless people. The way Christ did.
I see.
You don't see. Do you know what this collar means to me? It's supposed to be a symbol of respect, I suppose. But for me, it's been a barrier.
Now, what do you mean, a barrier?
A barrier between me and people. It means a polite, yes, Reverend, no, Reverend, from the believing few. And it means duck 'em. Duck 'em to the people I want to reach. Tell me, in this day and age, when you see a man with a collar like this, do you want to talk to him, speak truth to him, or recite a few platitudes and walk away as fast as you politely can?
I have friends, Reverend, priests, rabbis, and ministers. I don't walk away.
Well, you have no idea how often I've talked to people. Young people, old people, men and women. Without the collar, without the atmosphere of stained glass windows, what I said meant something to them. I meant something. I think it made a difference. No one contaminated me. I gave something to them. That can't have been all wrong.
Reverend Hewitt, I think you were meant to be a clergyman, and a good one. But don't let the lies or the truths of one Don't let Molly White decide that for you.
Will you take this case?
Oh. Well. Our worthy adversary, Mr. Pine.
How are you, John? I hope we're not late for the arraignment of our client.
Your client?
Right. And in case you didn't know, Mr. Pine, our client not only didn't commit this murder, but she knows who did.
Oh?
A man called Raymond. No other name. Just Raymond.
Well, your client didn't give that information to the police.
Which he's going to, as you shall shortly hear.
I believe we spoke of some things, such as the items Molly White was supposed to have stolen and which haven't yet been found.
Well, it seems they have been found in a pawn shop where they were left by a person that looked very much like Molly White. We work faster than you think.
Well, you'd better increase this newfound speed of yours and bring in this Raymond for questioning before we go out and find him ourselves.
We questioned him long ago, enough to verify the fact that he was never near that apartment. John, why did you accept this case? Molly White hasn't got a prayer, you know that.
Barry, that's the one thing she does have. A prayer.
Raymond?
What do you want? We want to talk to you.
You know me, Raymond. I'm not with the police now.
Okay, talk.
This is Mr. Harris.
Hello. I'm collecting.
Collecting what?
Material for my artwork. You know, you're really giving a new charge, Reverend. I mean about religious items.
Raymond? Molly says you killed my sister.
Wow. Oh, boy. She's too much. On the other hand, I'm not surprised.
Did you kill her?
You said you weren't the police.
I'm not. But maybe you'd better tell me before you have to tell them, did you?
I already told them, and I'll tell them again. Molly is a liar. Molly's a liar. Don't you know that? She was born a liar. Nobody can trust her. I mean, she'd go around to people and they'd find out what she was like, and they'd kick her right out the door. I was the only one who let her come back all the time. I'm a sucker. You know, I liked her. I mean, for a while there, I felt like her brother or something. I mean, not like a big brother who was protecting her and like that. It was as if we were two kids, two little kids who could go around taking people on and get away with anything we wanted. You know the way kids do? And now she says I'm a murderer. That's all she knows how to do, is lie and scrounge off other people. Don't you know that, Reverend? Don't you know how she made a sucker out of you, too?
Look. Did you go to the apartment that night after Molly phoned you?
No.
She says you did.
Well, I didn't. I wasn't interested. A radio, a typewriter. I don't steal stuff like that. She does.
She claims you forced her into stealing.
Oh, what next? You couldn't force her to do anything.
I saw you with her in the bowling alley that night. You were forcing her then.
To go to that party with those guys? That was for kicks. I wasn't forcing her. I thought they'd have a nice house or something. I like nice things if they're nice. What am I, my brother's keeper or something?
Obviously not. I can't figure out just what you are.
Well, I'll tell you what I am. I'm an artist. And I'll tell you what this is. This is what you gave me. This is what civilization gives me, a pile of junk. And I take it and put it together so it means something. Maybe not to you, but to me. And the only problem I have is people like you who keep busting into my life and trying to make junk out of that, too. That's what I am. What are you?
A lawyer.
You're going to defend her. Well, you're crazy if you do.
Those kids at the bowling alley, are they the witnesses who say you were with them all night?
They were stoned. I got rid of them right after Molly left. I spent the evening with a lady. At a party. All night.
What lady?
A lady who's willing to go up on any witness stand and say I was with her. Because I was.
What is her name?
Tekla. She's the same lady who tried to help Molly get away. She likes to help people. Hey, Reverend! How's this for an opener?
I can't go over it again. I've gone over it 100,000 times, and I go over it every night in my sleep. I can't go over it again.
Look, Molly, the preliminary hearing is tomorrow. I don't know what we can do on what you've given us. Remember everything you can. Every little detail.
I have given you 1,000,000 details. You don't believe me.
Take it easy, Molly. Now, Raymond has a very strong alibi.
Now, Raymond is a liar.
You're not helping, Molly. He can account for every hour he spent drinking with Tekla.
Well, Tekla is a worse liar. She hates me. That's why she's doing this. Now, I told you why. What are we going to do?
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go over it again. You're going to remember everything that happened, everything you did. And when you've got it down in sequence exactly, you mustn't change it. You've got to be so sure that nothing can be changed. Do you understand that? Now, when this comes to trial, maybe the jury will recognize that you're a person who at least sticks to a story. That perhaps you're telling the truth.
I am telling the truth.
I hope so, Molly.
You believe me, don't you, Reverend?
You want the truth, Molly?
Yes.
I'm not sure anymore.
Reverend, will you do me a favor? Will you say a prayer for me? A prayer that somebody will believe me?
The defendant should be advised that this is a preliminary hearing, not a trial. There being no jury to determine the issues, it is the duty of the committing magistrate in this court to determine first whether or not a felony has been committed, and is charged herein murder. and whether or not there is probable cause or a strong suspicion for believing the defendant to be guilty thereof. District Attorney may proceed.
Molly, pay attention.
We determined that the victim received one lethal blow on the head.
And is this the object that struck the blow, Sergeant?
Yes, it is.
You were the arresting officer in this case?
Yes, Sergeant Anderson and myself.
At the time of her arrest, did the defendant say anything?
Yes. She said, "I did it. You're the one that was fooled. I did it." Or words very close to that.
And to whom were these words addressed?
To Reverend William Hewitt, the victim's brother.
She said, I did it to the victim's brother?
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Kirby, when Miss White said, "I did it," did she mention specifically what it was she had done?
No, she just said, "I did it." That's all.
Did what? That's the question, isn't it? Let's go back to your investigation of Miss Hewitt's apartment. In addition to the lethal blow struck to the head, was there any indication of further violence toward the victim?
No.
No marks or scratches, as women sometimes inflict during a struggle?
Objection, Your Honor. The sergeant's already testified that there was no evidence a struggle took place.
I will sustain that objection.
There was only a single blow struck with this weapon.
Yes, sir.
Were there any fingerprints found on it?
No, it was wiped clean.
Therefore, you have no way of determining who struck the blow?
Not by way of fingerprints, no.
Nor by way of any other evidence thus far presented?
No.
Thank you, Sergeant. That's all.
When you left Miss White with your sister, was the door locked behind you?
Yes, I'm sure it was. It locks automatically.
How many people have a key to that lock, Reverend, that you know of?
My sister and I.
And no one else?
No.
When you returned the next morning, was the door locked?
Yes.
You let yourself in with your key. You found Miss White was gone and your sister had been killed.
Yes, however, someone else might...
Thank you, Reverend.
Reverend Hewitt, since the death of your sister, you've done everything possible in the defense of Molly White. Is that correct?
I've tried.
And, of course, you were very devoted to your sister.
Yes, I was.
Mr. Raymond, what did the defendant say to you when she called you from Miss Hewitt's apartment?
Objection. The witness has no way of knowing whether or not Miss White phoned from the Hewitt apartment.
Except that she said she was there. What more do you want?
Mr. Raymond. If we are going to consume time with minor objections, counsel, objection sustained.
What did Miss White say to you on the telephone?
She said that she was going to steal some stuff from Miss Hewitt, then sneak away, and would I please come over and help her?
And did you?
No, I don't steal. I never went near that place. I spent the night at a party with friends.
Sir Egan?
You're quite sure you spent the evening at a party with friends?
I'm sure.
The entire evening?
Yes.
What if someone were to say you did not, that you in fact did go to the Hewitt apartment?
Then someone is a liar.
Have you ever lied, Mr. Raymond?
Not under oath.
I believe Mr. Raymond arrived at my beach home about 11 p.m.
And he stayed with you the entire night?
With me and my friends. It was a small party, a discussion, really. Lasted until dawn.
Until dawn?
It was a very stimulating discussion.
And you're certain that Mr. Raymond was there all the time?
Oh, quite certain.
Miss Whitney, did you offer to take Molly White to Mexico with you the day after the murder?
Yes.
Why? Because you thought she was innocent?
No, I didn't know anything about that.
You did know that the police were looking for her.
Yes.
And you realize, of course, that your offer, had it been accepted, would have been an obstruction of justice.
I don't know. I didn't even think about it.
But Molly White did not accept your invitation, did she?
No.
What did you tell the police when they arrived at your house in search of her?
I said she wasn't there.
Of according to this police report, you said you never heard of her.
Well, I said that because I was angry and I was upset. And
Thank you, Miss Whitney. No further questions.
Let me step down.
The court will now recess for lunch.
Hey, I always knew what you were, Molly.
Look, I don't want to talk to you.
But I never thought you'd do a thing like this, to say that I was a murderer.
Please, I don't have to talk to him, do I?
I liked you, Molly. Really,
You
I
better
did.
go. Go on.
Okay.
I don't understand how people can lie like that.
This is a preliminary trial, Molly. That's all. We'll get to the truth. Come on, dear, let's have that talk. Alone. Molly, I want to ask you one more time. Did Raymond kill Miss Hewitt?
Yes.
Just exactly as you've described it to me?
Yes.
Now, you listen to me carefully, Molly, because I'm trying to help you. If we enter a plea of not guilty and you're convicted of first-degree murder, do you know what happens? Now, I'm saying if, but you might get the death penalty. Do you understand that? But if you change your story now to me, and we enter a plea of guilty, there may be a chance.
A chance for what?
Life imprisonment. Maybe a release from prison ultimately. But that's why you've got to level with me now.
Well, I am leveling with you. I don't want to change my story because it's true.
Well, then will you show it to me, Molly? Demonstrate it? If I get permission from the court to take you out to Miss Hewitt's apartment, will you show me exactly what happened, step by step?
Will the Reverend be there?
If you want him. Will you do it?
Yes. And then I felt like this, and I went out, and then when I woke up.
All right, Molly. Again.
Again?
I said again, from the beginning. Come on.
Yes, but I've already done it 3 times. Please don't make me do it.
Again, Molly. You were asleep over here on the chair.
Oh.
What are you trying to do to her? Go on, Molly.
I was sleeping, like this, and I heard the knock at the door, and I opened my eyes, and I thought, that's Raymond.
We don't care what you thought, Molly.
Oh. I got up, and I went to the door. I can't do it, not unless you move her.
It's all right, Molly. Go ahead.
So then I went to the door.
No, Molly. You forgot to look for the light switch.
That's right. I looked for the lights along this wall and along this wall. This was not there. Then I went to the door, and I opened it.
Do you want to be Raymond?
No. No, I don't want him to be Raymond. No.
All right. I'll be Raymond. And you said?
I said, Raymond, be quiet.
And he said?
He said, well, go ahead and let me in.
And you said?
You know what I said.
And you said what?
I didn't say anything.
No, Molly. Molly, you said she's sleeping lightly.
I don't remember what I said.
Egan, you're only confusing her. It's important, Reverend. Go on, Molly. Continue.
Then I let him in. And I said, there's furs in the closet. And
Look out the typewriter.
The typewriter. I said, there's a typewriter and a radio in this room. I'll get them. And he went in, and I picked up the typewriter.
The radio?
And the radio. And she woke up. And she She came running out, and Raymond was chasing her, and he picked that up and ran in here.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up! Miss Hewitt, didn't you?
Yes.
The things you told us were all lies. And Raymond never did come here, did he?
Do you know why I did it? Why I lied? Because, she found us. You and I. He brought me here in the middle of the night, and she found us.
God forgive you, Molly. That's a lie. You say what you have to say. Don't contaminate him. That was a lie, wasn't it?
Yes.
Matron? Molly. I meant to help. Come in, Reverend. I didn't want to do that. I know.
You wanted innocence from me. I didn't have it anymore. I did once. Maybe if we had met then... I don't know. Your timing was bad, Reverend.
That's just one, Reverend. Don't let it decide things for you. Everyone in the world was to be worth something. There was to be no exception. Otherwise, Mr. Egan, we aren't worth anything either. Isn't it time for you to get back to your parishioners? There are brighter men than I am who can balance a teacup with one hand and guide the believers along with the other. You taking that car off? No. I want to transfer it myself to another area, if I can get permission. See, the world's full of Molly Whites. Perhaps now I can start reaching them, if the timing is right. I just want to make sure first this is firmly in place.